Alright, let's get it. If you are here and you're serious about making music in 2024, that's great, because I'm about to give you the exact tools you need to use right now. Look, I've been in space for years and I've tried every tool out there. Some of it works, most of it doesn't, but these ones that I'm about to share with you are changing the game completely. So here's the plan. I'm gonna walk you through these 10 plugins, why they're great, how they can make your life easier, and how to actually use them. And by the end of this video, you can actually get more done in less time while making great music. So let's get right into it. First up, we got Bitflip by Cradle. Now, this plugin is a total throwback to those retro 8-bit sounds, old school video games, that sort of thing. So if you want to add some nostalgic flavor to your tracks, this is probably the best option out there. So let's fire it up. And man, just look at his presets. Let's try one of his leads. Wow, that's so crunchy and retro. I'm loving it. Okay, now let's mess around with the distortion a bit. Oh yeah, that's giving it some real grit. I really love it. You can totally use this to add a cool retro vibe to anything you're working on, whether you're trying to recreate a classic game soundtrack or, you know, just add some unique textures to your beats. This plugin is a must. Next on the list is Beat Slammer by Baby Audio. This one is all about making your drums hit hard, like really hard. Like, it's got that classic compression that makes everything punchy. So if you want your drums to slap people in the face, this is the plugin you need. All right, here's the loop before. Sounds good, but it's kind of flat. Now let's turn it on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This works as a parallel compressor, I think, which means you are getting that fat, punchy sound without crushing the life out of your mix. So it's a really dope plugin. You need to try it. Now, moving on, we got Cymatic's Origin. You probably knew about this plugin. This one's perfect for adding, you know, that vintage kind of lo-fi vibe. You know, that warm, old school sound. So this plugin does that. So let's see what I can do. I got a clean melody here. Sounds fine, but it's kind of boring, so let's throw Origin on it. Wow, that's a difference. That's a real big difference. Like, let's add some tape saturation. Okay, now let's add some vinyl noise. So if you're into lo-fi, hip-hop, you just want to add some character to your tracks, this is the plugin you need. And the best part, it's super easy to use, just a couple of things, you know, and you are done. Alright, the next one is really cool, especially if you're working with vocals a lot. It's called S-Doubler by Soldier Sound. You know how sometimes your vocals sound kind of thin? This plugin takes your vocal, you know, to that 3D, 8D space. You know, it's just doubling your vocal, basically. So let's test it out on a vocal track. Here's the before. Sounds okay, but it's missing something, you know? So now let's add the S-Doubler. Okay. Man, this is super easy to use and it just makes a really huge difference. I really love it. Quick break, if you're serious about making music, make sure to check out our website in the description where you can find a ton of sample packs and tools to make you a better producer. So make sure to check it out, it's free. Now going back, let's check out Refire. It's the free version of Knock by Decap, a really cool plugin. And it's all about adding unique textures and layers to your sounds. So you can take something simple and make it sound really interesting with a bunch of cool stuff, a bunch of knobs. Let's try with a synth pad. Yeah, nothing special. Now let's try playing around with this. You can really shape the sound to be whatever you want. Ooh, okay. And seriously, it's free, so there's no reason not to try it. Alright, moving on now, we got Place It by Soundly. So this is all about spatial placement, like, which is a fancy way of saying it helps you position your sound exactly where you want to be in a mix. So let me show you what I mean. I got a guitar track right here. Sounds good. Now you can see that we got a ton of different presets where I can position my sound. And that's so crazy actually. Like, we got some awesome presets like room, okay, and living room where I can... The craziest stuff is like I can even add a wall. Like, Okay, wow. It's actually perfect for anyone into cinematic sound design or, you know, just looking to have some fun. So yeah, really dope plugin. You have to try it. All right, next we have Drop Designer by Skybox. This plugin is seriously a game changer. Here's how it works. You can take any audio file you have, synth, vocal, or just a cool sound you found, and simply drag it into the plugin. And now, what's really cool is that this plugin does all the heavy lifting for you. It automatically figures out the key and tempo of your sample. So once it's uploaded, you can try all of these different presets. It gives your sample a whole new vibe. I really like how it sounds. Next up, we got Triple Cheese. This is an amazing free synthesizer that's loaded with features you would expect from something that costs absolutely nothing. This comes with a huge variety of presets from deep basses, sharp leads, keys, lush pads, and even some wild soundscapes. Like, we got a ton of different stuff. And if you go online, you will find tons of user-created presets that people have shared, so you can keep expanding your sound library. So yeah, I don't know how this is free, but you should absolutely try it. Now, let's talk about Fresh Air by Slate Digital. This plugin is a breath of fresh air for your mix, literally, especially if your vocal sounds like this. Like this, yo. Especially if your vocal sound like this. Bam, bop, bada bop, boom. It basically brightens up your vocals, instruments, or even the entire mix, making everything sound crisp and clear. Let's see what I can do. I got a vocal track here. Okay. Now let's add some fresh air. Wow, that's a difference. The vocal is so much brighter and it sounds so good. So yeah, simple to use, just 2 knobs and you are done. So yeah, Fresh Air is a must-have. Finally, we got Spitfire Labs. This one is one of the most popular free plugins out there, and for a good reason. This offers a ton of high-quality instruments that just sound amazing, from pianos to strings to atmospheric pads. So let's check it out. We got soft piano. Ooh, that's cool. Let's try some pads. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. And what's great about Labs is that they're always adding new instruments, so there's always something fresh to play with. So yeah, this always has something for you. And like everything we talked about, it's completely free. And there you have it, the best free plugins for 2024. These tools are all about making your life easier while helping you create better music. So if you found this helpful, hit that like button, maybe even subscribe, maybe check out our website in the description. We have a ton of cool stuff for you. And hey, if you know any cool plugins I didn't mention, drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.